Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you another request I received today to someone how I can take a basic cube and make a cut like this. Now the challenge here is I cannot use stitch and scoop because stitch and scoop is meant to combine or remove parts, one part from another. Here I just want to split them without removing anything. So let me show you how this is actually done. So I'm going to create a basic cube over here that I created, a basic cube. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use a cut with plane, but I need to use multiple planes. And the challenge here is the general rule is if you use a plane, you cut the entire object. Over here, I actually don't want to cut the entire object, but I have to. So I'm going to first cut and then combine. Let me show you. So I start with a bottom top plane, the default plane, and I'm adding an offset of 50, so it cuts it in the center of the object. And now I'm going simply to save this plane. Once it's saved the plane, I can make a new selection. So I'm going to add a left-right plane, and now I'm going to offset this left-right plane by 100. So it's moved over here, and I can even rename it. Let's say rename it to left-right 100. Okay. So now I'm going to add another plane again, a left-right plane. Oh, I didn't click save. I'm sorry. So I have to click save. I save it. Once it's saved. You see it selected two planes already, my custom planes. You can see it based on the names. I'm adding again a left-right plane. And now I'm going to offset it by -100. So basically what you see over here, we have three planes. So the top bottom plane is going to split it in half this way. And then this is going to split it this way. And then this over here this way entirely. So we're going to end up having more objects that I want. I will then combine it. So I'm going to go now to advanced settings, which is going to have this option split object. It's already turned on because it remembers my setting from before, but by default this would not be turned on. So you have to turn on split objects, and then you have to turn on fill cuts. So it basically creates a manifold closed object. Once I finalize this, we have over here, look what we got. So we get completely cut, the object is completely cut, and I have all of the pieces basically together. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select this piece and not this piece. I'll select this piece. So I want to select this and this. All of these pieces. I'm going to press Control U, which is union. You can do the same thing from the drop-down menu. You can do the union would be in the merge function, so which is in the utilities. So you can do combine. Okay, that's not selected, but you can do combine. That will have a union, or Control U, or you can use some stitch and scoop. Doesn't matter. Now I'm going to go to inverse select, so it selects all other pieces, and I'm going to use it from stitch and scoop. Union, same idea. I do union. This is combined. Okay. So now I'm going to go to move, just to show you what I did before. I go move by, and I'll move it up by, let's say 10. And I moved it away by -10. And by the way, how do I know it's negative and positive? Because the y axis is pointing upwards, that's positive. And if you look at the x, it's pointing the opposite way, so I need to move it negative. So that's basically what it's done now. You can also clean up, that was not a part of the task, so you can just remove, I use edit details to remove these extra lines. But the main idea was 3D printing. So what we did over here is, if you see what we basically did is, I had to use one plane to cut here, another plane to cut here, another plane to cut here, and because the planes need to cut the entire object, but then later I used union to combine them, and we have the two split objects ready for 3D printing. Okay, hope this was helpful. Please let me know in the comments if you want me to show anything else. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.